Hello folks, how are we all? Hope everybody's alright today and this nice sunny day here in Salem, Oregon, USA. Yeah, so what I wanted to do was promote Mazda here in USA. I know it's only a relatively small player here in the States, but what I wanted to focus on is why more Americans are not buying Mazdas, as you say, Mazdas. Here we are at a dealership in Mazda. This is called Power Mazda. Power Mazda here in Salem, Oregon, USA. So Power Mazda, Salem, Oregon, they have a huge inventory, a huge stockpile of Mazdas waiting for you to come down and take a look. So you've got a huge range to choose from. You've got the CX-50, you've got the CX-90 over there, you've got a plethora of Mazdas available for inspection, test drive, those sorts of things. There's heaps of Mazda 3s available here as well. As you know, we've taken a Mazda 3 Turbo for a test drive, which was a bloody good car, really good. And I have looked under the bonnet of that for our Australian and right-hand drive viewers, Australian, UK, New Zealand. And yes, it is true, the Turbo is taking the place of a right-hand drive steering column that go under the bonnet, under the hood area. So sad for us right-hand drive users of that. But I could always move over here and that and have a turbo version. There is scope for Europe to have a turbo 2.5, being left-hand drive. But yeah, so look at all the Mazdas. I mean, they drive great. They drive great. Yes, they do ride firmly for American standards, but not as firmly as an Australian or a European model, New Zealand model. So the thing is, though, I mean, take one for a drive. I mean, and you just got to get used to that. You get used to that firmish ride, firmish ride for USA. Take one for a drive. See for yourself. See how good they perform. They handle very well. Excellent build quality, very reliable. One of the best cars you can buy in terms of reliability, especially when you've got Toyota and Mazda. I mean, even if you're looking away from consumer reports and all those other surveys, Toyota and Mazda are pretty much level pegging like this. I mean, everybody's seen Scotty Kilmer. Scotty Kilmer has a YouTube channel, and he promotes all their Toyota and those sorts of manufacturers. He's also promoted Mazda as well. So, but in my opinion, and obviously this is anecdotal, Toyota and Mazda are like this in terms of reliability and build quality. But the thing is, though, in Australia, where I'm from, as an Australian, the second biggest seller in Australia by brand is Mazda. So you've got Toyota's first, Mazda's second. So Mazda has a second majority market share, whereas obviously more Mazdas are sold here due to the higher population, 330 million people here in USA versus 25 million in Australia. So therefore the amount of units sold in USA is obviously greater than Australia, but the market share in a percentage of the population, in terms of percentage, is much less. It's probably about 15th, 16th. I haven't seen the statistics to prove this, but again, off the top of my head, it's only a relatively low volume player. So the thing is, I encourage you, if you want to find an alternative to a Toyota or a Honda or anything like that, if you value driving like I do, and I understand most Americans prefer a car that's biased towards ride comfort over handling, because Americans are conservative drivers. Look, Australians are too. Australians are generally conservative drivers, and not many idiot drivers like me that like to drive a car on the quicker side, but never dangerous. On the quicker side, yes, dangerous, definitely not. But the thing is, though, come down to this dealership here, Power Mazda, here in Salem, Oregon. Come down and have a look for yourself. Spoke to a lovely young guy, Ethan Howard. He's available. He'd love to come and see you, and that I'm quietly confident he'd be able to do a good deal for you. So here in Salem, Oregon, definitely come down, pay Power Mazda a visit. Go and see Ethan, definitely. Love the cars. Why aren't you North Americans? Why aren't you Americans buying more of these cars? I don't understand. Second biggest seller in Australia, for good reason. We've had an establishment for how long? We've had since the 60s. So, and they're proven reliability, excellent build quality, a car that can last you 20 years and beyond if you look after them with regular servicing, maintenance, those sorts of things. Why aren't you buying more and more of these cars? It's just beyond human belief. I mean, one of the problems here in USA is that there's not many dealers in proportion to everywhere else. So you'd be hard pressed to find a Mazda dealer here, and you might see a dime a dozen or something like that. Whereas a Mazda dealer in Australia is very popular, and Toyota dealers, Honda dealers, even Kia, Hyundai, or Hyundai as Americans say, those dealerships, Ford, Chevrolet, they're more popular. But Mazda in itself is only a very small player. Only a very small player, only a sparse amount of dealerships. So the word needs to get out. The word needs to get out in regards to promoting the product. But you're talking about one dealership, and like say, every one Mazda dealership, anecdotally speaking, one Mazda dealership would probably yield about four Toyota dealerships, three Kia Hyundai dealerships, and Honda. So one Mazda dealership to four Toyota, three Kia Hyundai, Honda, Chevrolet, Ford, etc. Obviously, there's a shortage of dealerships to deal with Mazda. So therefore, this is something that obviously needs to change, and the word needs to get out more. So those are the things. So brand perception needs to be built upon. So more dealerships, Mazda USA need to listen to this and really establish more Mazda dealerships. Yeah, sure, I understand it's only a small player here, but you need to start somewhere. Brand loyalty is something that's built up over time. And that's one of the foundations of building this brand loyalty. More dealerships, more promotion of these excellent vehicles, excellent second-to-none vehicles, encouraging more people to come and take these for a test drive. These are a lot of the things that will just start to get that flow going. North America, as always, has been a tough market, but there is no reason why Mazda can't succeed, because they've got the right product for a great country like this here in USA. So yeah, so you tell me what you think of that as to why you're not buying Mazdas. Like I said, I understand Americans are conservative drivers, they prefer ride comfort over handling, but take one for a drive and see. If you think driving's just a means from getting from A to B, that's fine, but why not make that A to B experience more enjoyable? That's my question. So anyway, so I'm going to love you and leave you on that note. You need to listen to Mazda USA, and you need to start promoting the products more effectively. So yeah, do take on board what I've said. So for now, I will love you and leave you all. So, what's your name? Laters. And come down to the dealer.